All right, welcome in, educators and parents, to today's Explainer. We are unpacking the Crimson Grove Phonics curriculum, and we're going to look at how it takes the basic everyday mechanics of learning the letter L and ties them directly into positive character building. If you've ever wondered how to teach reading and leadership at the exact same time, well, let's dive right in.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll be hitting the theme of learning leaders, meeting the letter L, building the featured words, sparking sound and story, and finishing up with some hands-on practice exercises.
Starting off with Section 1, Theme of Learning Leaders, blending phonics with character development.
Look at these core pillars anchoring the whole curriculum: leadership, learning, listening, loving others, and lifelong success. You know, instead of treating L like just some random squiggle on a chalkboard, the phonetic focus here is tied directly to behavioral goals. It literally shifts the classroom dynamic from simple memorization to actual personal growth from minute one. It's fantastic.
Moving right along to Section 2, meeting the letter L, the mechanics of the sound.
So here's the absolute VIP of our lesson. L is a consonant that makes that distinct L sound. And honestly, to avoid those blank, deer-in-the-headlights stares from your students, the curriculum gives us these great relatable anchors right off the bat: lion, leaf, and lamp. It's like a bridge, right? Instantly bridging this abstract concept of a consonant to concrete things a 5-year-old actually cares about.
Now, the absolutely crucial step here is getting them active. We use this class chant, L says la, 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 to get the kids actually speaking, not just sitting there passively listening. It's a real game changer because it enthusiastically locks that sound right into their auditory memory.
All right, Section 3, building the featured words, expanding the vocabulary. So the curriculum actually has this massive list of 20 words, but we're going to focus on a curated few to start: lion, lamp, ladder, ladybug, library, and leader. By not overwhelming the kids all at once, you can intentionally link everyday objects like a ladder to big conceptual goals like being a leader. It keeps them totally grounded while secretly elevating their whole mindset.
But hey, that really begs a vital question, doesn't it? How do we actually turn a sound into a story? I mean, knowing the word ladybug is awesome, but we hit a critical transition point here for any educator. How do we string these sounds together so the kids actually start grasping the meaning?
Which brings us to Section 4, sparking sound and story, reading simple sentences.
Check out this incredibly smart dual-track approach. We pair these nature and action sentences, something like the ladybug landed on a leaf, directly with leadership and character sentences, like leaders listen carefully to others. It is brilliant because it pairs these super easy to visualize scenarios with deeply affirming character lessons. You aren't just teaching them to read. You are literally hardwiring the idea that every learner can become a leader.
And finally, Section 5, hands-on practice exercises, from recognition to mastery. You've got to appreciate the careful scaffolding in these exercises. Look at how it progresses. Step 1, circle the letter L. Step 2, match the word to the picture. Step 3, fill in the missing letter. Step 4, read and color. And Step 5, write the letter. This 5-step progression is absolutely crucial because it prevents cognitive overload. It slowly, steadily builds a child's skills from simple visual recognition all the way to independent writing, so nobody, and I mean nobody, feels left behind.
Now, a really key insight here is the precision of the physical writing practice. The material deliberately separates the uppercase tracing from the lowercase tracing. Actually, think of it kind of like a giant puzzle. They isolate these elements, letting students master the distinct pen strokes of each piece independently before they ever try to string them together into full words like lion or lemon. It is a massive, massive confidence builder for fine motor skills.
As you wrap up the worksheets, the curriculum drops in these recurring high-impact encouragements like leaders learn every day. By embedding this right on the practice page they're working on, you're constantly reinforcing that their simple effort, just tracing a letter, is actually their very first act of leadership.
And that brings us to this: today's learners are tomorrow's leaders. Teaching the Crimson Grove curriculum goes way, way beyond basic phonics, for sure. It's about shaping a child's entire worldview. So think about your own classroom for a second. Are you just teaching sounds, or are you using the letter L today to inspire the leaders of tomorrow? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, keep leading the way,